the next slide I have is, well, why do we teach in this webinar about the psychology and the philosophy of happiness? And there's actually some interesting reasons, but I have a Chinese expression up here. My field is Chinese philosophy, and don't worry, I'll translate it for you. But in Chinese it's pronounced 知行合一. And when I read these 4 Chinese characters, and when my teacher explained them to me, this pretty well changed my life. It's so simple. As some of you know, Chinese philosophy, especially the teachings of Lao Tzu and some of the teachings of the Confucian philosophers, can be so simple but so profound. And these 4 characters mean knowledge, action, unite into one. And I think you can see my cursor here, but the first character means knowledge. Second character means action. Unite. There's a little, can you see the little roof there? And actually this symbolizes a roof, and mouths. This square here is symbolic of a mouth. And this is a number 1, so it basically means mouths uniting into one under the same roof. So it actually, the character means to unite. And here, this means the number 1. And actually 2 strokes means 2, and 3 strokes mean 3. So what does this mean? It means what the famous philosopher Wang Yangming, through this famous expression, meant that you know, that true knowledge and true action are inseparable. So in other words, if you know something but you don't live it, you don't really know it. And it works both ways. If you know, the more you practice something, the more you understand it. But on the other hand, the more he distinguished between 2 kinds of knowledge: genuine knowledge and artificial knowledge, or empty knowledge. He called it empty knowledge. And empty knowledge is a lot of what goes on in classrooms, unfortunately. It's blah, 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 blah. You know, do the exams, do the assignments, and then you'll be fine. And of course, we all forget what we learned in the first place. Genuine knowledge is knowledge that moves us. So if there's something you hear today that moves you, or if you act on it even indirectly, that's genuine knowledge. It has somehow impacted you. It's moved you literally, because it has affected your thinking and then your behavior. So the reason why we combine psychology and philosophy is exactly because of that. That psychology is scientifically based. It provides objective verification through empirical evidence, which is reliable, or you know, we try to be reliable, and it is persuasive. But on the other hand, philosophy is based on the insights, on the subjective insights of you know, wise people and some less wise people who've lived through the centuries, and so this is more sort of intuitive knowledge based on personal experience. So in a way, it's a sort of like personal empirical evidence, where, you know, the best philosophers base what they're saying on many, many years of experience. And if the philosophers are not good, they will simply stare out the window and imagine things. But the reason why philosophy can give life and to psychology is that it's the personal experiences and these intuitive insights that can give life to the, you know, the dry teachings of science. And this really works for happiness. And there are amazing linkages between the insights of the great philosophers and the insights of the positive psychologists.